Rand Water has started its maintenance operation at the Eikenhof pump station in Johannesburg. Now, this marks the beginning of the entity's 5-week maintenance project in Gauteng, aimed at preserving the quality and integrity of its infrastructure. Residents and businesses in some areas have been warned that the water pressure may be low during this period. Rand Water spokesperson Makenosi Maroo joins us now to discuss this further. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon. So you kicked off the project over the weekend. Just firstly, give us a sense of how operations are going at the moment and just the extent and the scale of the maintenance that has necessitated this 37-day operation, I believe.
Great. Good afternoon, Nati, and good afternoon to the viewers. Yes, we have commenced the project on Saturday, on the 22nd of June. So we were in Mogale City. We completed the project well ahead of time. So normal pumping was not affected as we were replacing 1 meter. And then from yesterday, we moved to the Eikenhof pumping station. We reduced pumping by 50%. For 8 hours, and then later it was increased to 67%. So that will be for the next 64 hours. And then for the remainder, we'll be operating at 83% up until we complete the project.
And just give us a sense of the scale of this operation. I mean, we are talking about 5 weeks here.
Yes, no, that's correct. Unati, we have 4 booster stations as Rand Water. So we have the Eikenhof, the Palmeet, Swartkopies, and Mapleton. So we are maintaining all 4 booster stations. So that means it's a massive project that we're undertaking. So we have committed to complete on time so that we can provide our residents with water.
And I mean, just in terms of residents, I mean, how would you expect them to then prepare themselves as it seems that, you know, whilst there is low pressure in some areas, there's no supply at all in other areas?
In areas where there is no supply, we have made arrangements with municipalities. So their local municipalities will be able to supply them with water. I know there are roaming tankers that are providing water, but also we have been making a call to the residents not to panic, because what we have realized is that residents are stockpiling water. As a result, the reservoirs are running empty. So we are depleting the reservoirs by stockpiling water.
How many areas, Makenosi, are being affected? I mean, there is, at some, you know, depending on who you speak to, you know, we're told of a vast number of areas being affected simultaneously. But just break that down for us in terms of the numbers of areas that you are looking at in the province.
All right. At the moment, we are looking at mostly City of Johannesburg. The Eikenhof supplies your Randburg area, your North Cliff, Cresta area. So those are the areas that I know that they were impacted earlier, but the problem has been sorted. But also, we also received reports that Soweto is struggling with water. We also made a contact with City of Johannesburg, and we realized that it was a localized issue. So City of Johannesburg is sorting out that issue in Soweto.
And I mean, I'm looking at just some feedback and information from those that are on the ground. Some people also saying that, you know, there is no capacity in areas like Waterfalls, maybe I'm saying it wrong, Waterfall site, and that it is completely shut down. I mean, are you getting these reports on the ground in terms of areas that were not necessarily meant to be affected?
Yes, we are. We are getting feedback, and we are meeting with municipalities. I know that we are having a meeting with City of Johannesburg every morning. So we are discussing, we are coming up with plans. So yes, we are engaging the 3 metros every morning to go through what is happening in the system, look at the demand, look at where we are with regards to the reservoirs.
And as it relates to those reservoirs, I mean, can you confirm the status at the moment, as we understand that some are completely dry?
As far as I know, the feedback that I got is we are above 40%, the overall total storage. So we are getting there, but we still have water in the system. As I indicated, the stockpiling is what is causing panic. People are stockpiling, hence we are depleting the reservoirs. But also you'll understand with high-lying areas, if the low-lying areas are using water more than the high-lying areas, they will struggle, people who are living in high-lying areas.
And, you know, in as far as some criticizing Rand Water about the systemic challenges, and some even going as far as talking about a complete grid collapse, just allay fears in terms of that. You know, how are we to read into this major maintenance that you are currently conducting?
All right. You know what? Yes, we've seen reports about the total collapse of the system. We are far from it. What we are undertaking, it's an extensive proactive maintenance project where we are trying to manage the life of the lifespan of our water infrastructure. So we are really preserving the quality and, as I'm saying, the lifespan. So this is a scheduled maintenance. We normally have it every year around winter time because it's a low demand season for us as Rand Water.
All right, very quickly, as we wrap up, what date will this all end?
It will end on the 29th of July. So it does not mean people in different areas will not have water from now up until the 29th. So we are moving area by area, municipality by municipality.